everybody, welcome back. My name is Crystal, and as promised, I want to talk about real quick the real true location of heaven and hell. So the real true location of heaven and hell is within the body. Okay, so like I was talking about in the last videos about the about the chakra system and things of that nature. So we have a good aspect and a negative aspect of the chakra system. So it depends on one's state of being. So heaven and hell is a state of being. And a lot of people are operating in negative aspects of their chakra system, which is associated, hell would be associated with the lower chakra energy points. So that would be the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. So those three chakras, when they are unaligned, when they are unhealed, they will create sort of a hell in your outer external, as within, so without. So whatever is going on the inside, you know, as far as thoughts, perceptions, feelings, emotions, things of that nature, that's what creates our heaven and hell. Everything is cultivated up here. See, we have the power to materialize our thoughts and our beliefs and our perceptions and things of that nature. We're always manifesting. We've manifested whatever reality that we're living in currently. And we just have to learn how to get that to work for us. So if you're operating in the negative aspects of your lower chakra system, it can be pretty much hell. Also with the higher chakras, now the higher chakras would be heaven. That is your connection to the above, you know, the heavenly realm. But you can also be connected in your upper chakras to the darker realms as well. That's where you get people who have schizophrenia and people who are seeing things and they don't really understand. You know, they end up getting put in a crazy house and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's the hell aspect of the human being, you know, our physical being. And like I said, what we create on the inside of us reflects to us on the outside. So that's where hell comes from, within the body. So far as heaven is concerned, we can use the spiritual journey as an aspect of, I would like to say, the stairway to heaven, because, you know, it's a journey, you know, it's like climbing stairs. So when we are functioning in the more positive aspects of our chakra system, it creates a heaven and euphoria and a happiness, and we can experience pure bliss when the chakras are correctly balanced, and, you know, through actions and, you know, just trying to better ourselves and healing and things of that nature, you can literally create heaven. So when you have heaven on the inside, you'll start to draw in and attract heavenly experiences in your outer world. So heaven and hell can be experienced from the inside, and it reflects out. Hope that helps. So now I just want to take a minute and talk about how your external reflects what you have on the inside, kind of connected to what I just was talking about. So I was thinking today, thinking about my job when I worked at Motor City. I used to work at Motor City Casino, and I was a security officer there. And when I first got the job, I was excited. But you know, we get these jobs that we want. Some of us get these jobs that we want, and then after so long, the job becomes just like any other job. I personally, there's people, I'm not knocking working or whatever, but me personally, because I know there's people who love to work, and you know, we have actual workaholics. I have a daughter who's a workaholic, and I don't knock her. If that's what you love to do, then by all means do what makes you happy. But me personally, I've never been really happy working a job, because to me it's dead end. You can only do so much with a job if it ain't, you know, really paying that much money, unless it's paying enough money. But with that being said, I worked this job, and after so long, I was starting to get tired of the job. By the time I left the job, I was just over it. But I remember there were certain aspects about the job that I couldn't stand, like being in security. They really wanted us to, you know, really take the job seriously, and I do, but there's a lot of downtime in that job where we had to sit in certain places and be, you know, they didn't want us to be on our phones or anything like that, so we had to just sit. And when it's really slow, you know, you just sitting. And I worked midnights, so for some reason, I ain't gonna say for some reason, because I know what it is now, but at the time I used to be thinking, like, for whatever reason it is, they love putting me at the bridges. And working midnights and being on the bridge, the weeknights used to be so dead, and it was hard staying woke, sitting there. And I used to want to, you know, of course we want to get on our phone. Ain't nobody coming through. There's nobody to cart. We just sitting here. And they didn't want us on the phone. They actually had cameras. You know, casinos have cameras everywhere, so it wasn't no getting on the phone or whatever. But we used to be struggling to stay woke. I know I did. I used to struggle to stay woke, but for some reason, I was always at the bridges, like almost. I worked 40 hours, so 5 nights a week that I worked, I was at the bridge a lot. And y'all want to know what I thought of earlier? Is how the more I hated being at the bridge, the more I kept attracting the experience of being at the bridge. Whatever post I couldn't stand being at, that's what I had for the night every time I came to work. And I just didn't understand. I'm like, the more I focus in on what I hate, the more I continue to get that. And that's what made me think about talking about this, because whatever you have on the inside, however you view things, whatever perceptions you have, and whatever you believe, you will attract that. And when you think back on your life, there's so much evidence that backs that whole thing up. And so now here I am in my spiritual journey, and I'm realizing and I'm learning that the universe mirrors what you put out and what you exude from your mindset and your, you know, what you transmit through your mind, because we're transmitters. We actually transmit and send out a vibrational energy and a frequency out into the universe, and the universe mimics and responds back with that same frequency. So now that I'm on this spiritual journey, I'm learning, like, keep my vibration high. Don't let nobody penetrate that. Stay focused. And just when you really thinking about it, and you got this person, I'm just gonna use this as an example. You got this person that's at your neck, and they getting on your nerves, and they making you mad. Just think about this. It's not that important to be drawn into that energy that they're projecting onto you, to have the universe reflect that back at you. It's not worth it. They not worth it. Okay? So I wanted to get on here and talk about that with y'all, because I found it funny when I was sitting here thinking about that job and how I hated it, and every time I came to work I was somewhere that I didn't want to be. And when I tell y'all I hated the places, the posts that they put me at so much, that I used to talk about it to my kids, and we would laugh and things like that, but it was still me focusing on negativity instead of being happy that I got the job, being okay with being put wherever I was put, and just try to see the positivity in all of it. And yeah, whatever it is going on in your life, this might be a message somebody needs to hear. Whatever is going on in your life, if you around negative people, if you got a job that you hate and can't stand going to, just please, by all means, think of the most positive things that you can get out of it. Just ignore the negativity of it and think about what's positive about it. Once you start focusing on the positivity, it'll start reflecting. You'll start getting back the results of your thoughts and your perceptions of, you know, your focus. Whatever your focus is, that's what the universe is going to provide more of. Hope this helps. Till next time, I love you guys, and take care. I say.